today for something that is monumental here, not only in Antigua and Barbuda, but in the Caribbean. That's right. PV Energy is taking Antigua on a completely different level as we go green. With 12,000 solar panels behind us, we are saving over 3,000 tons of CO2 emission.
I think that clean energy is a good thing for Antigua and Barbuda.
A lot of people make a destination decision depending on how green that country is and how environmentally friendly, and I think Antigua and Barbuda is on the right path, and this is great news today.
The government is leading by example, and I look forward to the day when we are at least 50% green energy. I understand that Barbuda is to become a green island with a green economy, and I certainly wish them all the very best with that.
As a former environmental student myself, I really appreciate the vision that the government had to installing this facility.
It is my pleasant duty to welcome you on behalf of the Ministry of Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation to this official ceremony for the inauguration of the Coolidge 3 megawatt solar plant facility, a joint venture between the government of Antigua and Barbuda and PV Energy Limited.
Well, I think solar energy is the future. Actually, it's the present and it's the future.
This 3 megawatt solar farm located here at the airport is the first phase to be followed by 4 megawatts in the Bethesda area, 1 megawatt reserved for Barbuda, and the rest 2 megawatts to be placed on government facilities around Antigua.
Well, this is just a start. It's 3 megs of 10 for the initial phase. As you know, we have contracted PV Energy UK Limited, operated by V.C.Bird, and this is part of an overall push to modernize the energy sector in Antigua and Barbuda.
I think it's really important that we are showing just how green we are here in Antigua and Barbuda, particularly for our international airport. We have the newest one in the Caribbean, one of the most modern in the region with all the facilities. So to be able to have this 3 megawatt power supply, really speaks well for Antigua and Barbuda.
Even more exciting will be the third phase, which will be the establishment of a 4 megawatts plant at the Lavington area in the south of the island.
It will help to remove our dependency on fuel and will help to place us in a way where we can be more responsible for our own development.
What many countries are still pondering over, sending out tenders, doing reports, thinking about, this government has delivered in less than 3 months to provide energy. This 3 megawatt plant is the largest single installation in the whole of the Caribbean and Latin America, and displaces approximately 75% of the energy consumed by V.C.Bird International Airport. This is part of a 10 megawatt project which will make Antigua and Barbuda pioneers in the whole of the Caribbean region to have 10 megawatts of renewable energy in solar power.
Well, the benefits are countless, and I think for one, that I think consumers are the ones who stand to benefit most. So I think once it becomes popular, I think no doubt consumers will latch on to it. And the main benefit is lower cost in electricity.
This project, from incubation to completion, took a total of 87 days, which includes more than 12,000 panels and had more than 50 people working on site. This is a record within itself and was only possible by the government departments, the service providers working efficiently and effectively together on an international standard. Upon completion of this 10 megawatts, it will be a momentous occasion for the whole entire nation. You are now part of it as history in its making.
I really hope that by the existence of this plant, as citizens we'll begin to recognize the importance of conserving energy and begin to see the value in using items that are not conserving so much energy in our homes.
We recognize that there is a need to diversify our energy portfolio to ensure that in the future there's some predictability in the cost of energy. We all know of the fluctuations in fuel prices. One point went well in excess of $100 per barrel and created a serious problem for the country's economy. So we decided to be proactive.
We can see the link between the primary conditions from carbon emissions and unrenewable source of energy versus the cleaner versions, and in the long run it would be less cases we have to deal with in an emergency type setting.
Today, V.C.Bird International Airport is easily the most eco-friendly airport in the world.
The world is recognizing the need to become more eco-friendly because we have to, if we want the environment to provide for us, we have to care for the environment.
This solar energy initiative represents a successful attempt to harness the country's abundant, available, beautiful, renewable resource, the sun.
I think you're going to find that more and more people are going to go solar in their homes. I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking that if I retire, that I'm going to invest in the solar panels.
I can't wait for this to be nationalized. I can't wait for Barbuda to become, as they said, the training child. And the fact that many communities across the country will now begin to see the type of savings that you are referring to. And as I said, it's a domino effect. There are so many companies throughout the world that are waiting to come to the Caribbean. And with this level of investment and certainly the project, we can see the floodgates open. Once again, highest commendation to the government.
10 megawatt of solar energy can replace about 800,000 gallons of heavy fuel oil, thereby allowing us to save millions of dollars in foreign exchange.
I have no doubt in my mind that all our engineers have the ability to maintain the plants. I'm sure that that's the case. I'm sure they've been properly trained. And even prior to this, they would have the knowledge. And I'm sure they'll gain the experience from this particular plant and will transfer it to other islands.
With a small population, it's easier to sell that to the people, and my people are well ready for that because, as you've heard it, my government have decided to make Barbuda a green island. So we are well appreciative of it, and we're waiting.
One of the key things is, one, when you look from design to installation to implementation, you realize right away that we have to build our capacity.
As you know, this is a very exciting moment for the government of Antigua and Barbuda, and we hope it is also an exciting moment for the people of Antigua and Barbuda, who in effect will be benefiting at the end of the day.
I didn't know too much about it before I came to this launch, and some of the things I heard from the prime ministers and the ministers were very inspiring. It's good to know that Antigua is taking the lead in the Caribbean and globally.
Antigua is leading the way in many things, and renewable energy is one of them. There's, I think, 3 or 4 islands that have already contacted us to do the similar thing. And we're working with them, and with the grace of God, we will do the similar thing and make the whole of the Caribbean a carbon-friendly environment.